so as we begin our trip, we left San Diego earlier today.
Several hours ago.
Non-stop
flight to Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado. We're so excited, so we're leaving San Diego, going to Denver. Except it didn't quite work out that way, because right now
landed.
We did land.
We're
landed.
Sitting
look,
on the ground.
Look, we've landed. There, we've landed.
There's Sean. But we are not in Denver.
That's the thing. We're not in Denver. They diverted us.
Honey?
We are in Texas. We're in Amarillo, Texas.
Crazy.
It's about 8:30 at night. I know it looks like there's a lot of sun up, but it is really about 8:30 at night.
8:30 here, 7:30 Denver time, 6:30 our time. It's really confusing.
So we're trying to get information right now because we're not sure exactly what's going on. They said about fueling up the plane, that Denver's closed, a big storm.
Bunch of thunderstorms in Denver right now, so we can't land.
Yep.
So
flexible. You got to be flexible. All right. So that was just the beginning of this amazing adventure.
It's gonna get exciting.
We'll find out what happens next. So here we are in Denver, and we're driving. It's almost 12 midnight. Out of all the travels that we've had right now, all the delays we've had, they had to go find food, get our luggage, get the rental car, and we're on our way to our lodging for the evening, for the next few days actually. And but tomorrow is going to be an early day. Show must go on. So we're looking forward to all the things that we're going to be doing. But right now we're tired. We've been sitting down a whole lot, doing a whole lot of traveling. Just had some fast food just to get some food in our bellies, and we're headed off to hopefully a good night's sleep, even though it's going to be a short night's sleep. So looking forward to tomorrow and the rest of the week. So it is our first morning here, and we're sort of near Denver, right?
Yeah.
In a different
suburb of Denver.
And there's Sean back there. Anyway, it's our first morning, and we're tired.
Very short night of sleep.
Short night of sleep, different place and all that kind of stuff. But we are very grateful for getting some rest, because now we're off. We're off to our next adventure. We're going to head over to Estes Park. So we're going to begin our drive right now. So headed out for more adventure today. And what you're seeing here is Estes Park, Colorado. We have arrived at the visitor center, and I'm standing on this bridge over here, which looks like it's a conduit. It's letting water flow through, and we are at a beautiful location. There's mountains in the background. There's obviously still snow on the mountains in the background. A lot of water is flowing, which is very different from San Diego. And we are here at the visitor center at Estes Park. This is the beginning of our adventures here on the Geo Trail. We've already found one geocache. It wasn't too hard to find. It was in the parking lot. We won't give anything away, but if you come over here, it's pretty easy to find. You're going to need a code word once you're here, because once you're on the Geo Trail, each one of the geocaches actually has a code word associated with it. So we're started off at the visitor center. If you go inside, you'll be able to get the passport and all the other information that you'll need in order to complete the Geo Tour. And you'll be able to also get more information about Estes Park. But as we look around us, there are mountains off in the distance, pine trees, which we are not used to in San Diego, and the air right now is beautiful and crisp. Anyway, so this is the beginning of it. Sean's exploring right now. We're going to go into the visitor center, check out more things, see what we can see, and then begin our Geo Tour of Estes Park here on the Across the Divide Geotour out here in Colorado.
Hey guys, we just found another cache on the Geo Tour, and this is called Samson, because this elk behind me was known as Samson, and we heard the story about this elk. He was a wild elk, but everyone knew him in this area. I think it was in 1995. They called him Samson, and then a hunter illegally took him and killed him. And apparently the fine that he got was so minimal that the people of Estes Park were outraged. And because of that, they got a law passed. And so that if poaching or hunting with a certain kind of elk happens, it's a much, much steeper fine now because of Samson. And then they had this statue monument made in his honor, and it's right here in Estes Park, and there's a geocache here on the Geotour. So it's a really cool place to visit and get your picture taken by Samson, which we did, and we just found the cache. We have our passport here, so we got the code word that we needed to put on the passport, and we're going to do some more caching on the Geotour here in Estes Park.
We're here at one of the geocaches on the Geotour, and I don't think this is going to be a spoiler, so if you get up to here, beautiful country. It's just amazing. We're obviously near a noisy river, which is also beautiful, but I'm going to show you this cache just so you can get a sample of what one of the caches on the Geotour looks like. I think if you were here and you were a geocacher of any merit, you'd be able to find it anyway, so this is not much of a spoiler, but check this out. Can you see it? You might not be able to see it. So anyway, here it is. It's huge. It's chained. I guess if somebody didn't know what it was, they might think it's part of the bridge or something, but quite visible. Huge ammo can. Lots of swag to trade if you really want to trade swag. But it's at a beautiful location. It's right by the side of the road. Parking's not too difficult, but this is one of the easy ones on the Geotour. So off we go to find more geocaches on the Geotour.
To be continued. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and come back to see more of our geocaching adventures and travels. And head over to podcacher.com for even more geocaching goodness.